The 2008 Detroit Lions went 0-16, the worst record in NFL history, tied of course with the 2017 Cleveland Browns. And today I'm going back in time to 2007 to stop that season from ever happening. And how am I going to do that? Well, I'm going back to Madden NFL 08. Madden 08, Vince Young, one of the best quarterbacks in college football history. Hook 'em horns, by the way. Love my guy Vince Young. Was on the cover. Very interesting choice. Very interesting game. But despite having the Xbox 360 version, not playing that. That game was terrible. But where it was good was on the PlayStation 2. I've got an emulator. We're running Madden 08 on PS2. And we're using the Detroit Lions head coach Rod Marinelli. Throwback. And let's go. So let's go ahead and look at the 2007 roster. Keep in mind, this is 1 year before the terrible 2008 season, and I see two very good players at the top of our team. Shaun Rogers. Oh no, what's this? Hook 'em horns, baby. and Roy Williams, also hook 'em horns. However, I know what you're going to think, because you're a hooligan, you're a troublemaker in my comment section. Bengal, the reason the Lions went 0-16 is they had too many Texas players. Texas sucks, horns down. Shut up. Shaun Rogers wasn't on the 08 team. Roy Williams was traded early in the season. That's the reason they went 0-16. Not enough Texas players, clearly. But those are my guys. Shaun Rogers, Roy Williams, and some really good Texas teams in the early 2000s. But this video is sponsored by Underdog Fantasy. But I've been enjoying this a lot lately, and I wish a lot of you guys would come play with me because there are ways to play with you guys. So not only do you have this massive tournament, over 100,000 entrants already, $500,000 in prizes with 75K to first place, and it's their best ball game mode. They also have another massive tournament, Best Ball Mania 3, with 10 million in prizes. And it's basically fantasy football, right? We'll enter this 30 seconds per pick, and it doesn't take very long to fill up. Once the draft fills up, you just go through and you draft who you want, and then you don't have to manage anything. They'll take care of it for you week by week, so that's really cool. So the draft is flying through, and you only have 30 seconds per pick. I pick in 7 spots, and as you can see, kind of the usual suspects you'd expect to see going at the very top of a fantasy draft. Jonathan Taylor, Christian McCaffrey if he stays healthy, Cooper Kupp, Jamar Chase. So we'll have a very interesting decision about what we want to do with our first pick. I think I'd be pretty happy with taking Najee Harris. The Steelers love to run the ball. New quarterback in there. Offensive line is improved. I would expect that their offensive line is going to play significantly better this year. So if Najee's available, I think I'll go with him, but he might not be. If Najee's not available, I think I'd be pretty happy with Devontae Adams. Got that Derek Carr, Fresno State connection. Built-in chemistry, so I think that could be really good too. And the cool thing about the star function as well is if I'm not even here, it doesn't matter. I can add them to my queue, and then I can just leave, and they will draft the players in order of the queue, so I don't even really have to be here. Najee's still on the board, though. All it takes is this guy passing on him, and he will be mine, but he takes Najee Harris at 10. So I will take Devontae Adams at 11. And now we're tasked with a tough decision with my next pick. Joe Mixon wouldn't be bad. Alvin Kamara, if he plays. Saquon, if he comes back to being healthy. I think I would be pretty happy with Nick Chubb, though. If he stays healthy, I think he's like one of the best backs, if not the best running back in the league. So I'm going to take Nick Chubb. Maybe higher than others would, but he's probably not going to be available by my next pick. So if I want him, I got to take him. So I've added a bunch of players to my queue that I think could end up being really, really good. Kind of did it by position. So this isn't my exact order, but I can change the order if I want to. That's a feature they have. And there goes Jalen Waddle, my guy. Just one pick before I could take him. That's extremely frustrating. I think I just want to land a superstar quarterback, and I will draft Patrick Mahomes. Scary Terry. Let's go Terry McLaurin. And let's just say I had somewhere to be. I can go ahead and turn autopilot on, and it will take all of my picks from the queue, and I can rearrange this to whatever order I please. Let's say I want Kenneth Walker above Michael Thomas. Maybe I want Brandon Cooks off it. I could unstar him and he'd be gone. But I also really like Pick'em. So of course they're going to have this when NFL season is back. But every day before the games, they're going to have over-unders. So this is soccer, for example. With Cristiano Ronaldo, maybe I think he's going to attempt over 4 shots. I'll hit the over, and then that'll be locked in. And the more of these you do, the bigger the payout multiplier becomes. And you just take either the over or the under, and that multiplier will grow all the way to 20 times. So if you put in $5, bang, you could win 50. But I don't know anything about soccer, so I'm going to go ahead and not submit that. You know what? It's $5. For the ad read, for the video, I'll give it a shot. But the cool thing is for each slate, like each time period of games, I can create a draft with you guys. Hit create private draft. It'll cost maybe $3 for this one, and then all of you guys can join in and draft with me. But please click the link in the description. go to underdogfantasy.com or download the Underdog app. And it's super important to use code BENGAL for that deposit match up to $100. That is code BENGAL on underdogfantasy.com and the Underdog Fantasy app. Code BENGAL when you sign up, and they'll deposit match up to $100. And yes, you guessed it, that is with code BENGAL. Sean Rogers may be a little bit more late 90s, but he was a beast. But the rest of this team is not great. Jason Hanson is our third highest rated player. He's a kicker. We got Damian Woody, who's decent, but you'll see from the years pro by a lot of these guys, you can't really judge on age because they just don't show it clearly, unfortunately. But some of these guys, like Damian Woody, are probably not going to be long-term guys that we're going to build around. Ernie Sims ends up being like a pretty big bust, I would say. He was such a high-rated player coming out of high school. Like, amazing recruit. Ended up going really high in the draft as well, but just never really developed. And you'll see a player who did end up developing quite a bit that was drafted around this time. Corey Redding. Oh my goodness. Another Texas player? Hook 'em horns. I love this team. Kevin Jones was a pretty good player for a bit. But this is our main guy right here we're going to build around. Calvin Johnson. 6'5", 240-pound rookie receiver at a Georgia Tech. The number 2 overall pick in the 2007 NFL Draft. Ends up being pretty good. Megatron. One of the best receivers of all time, really. And fun fact about Dominic Raiola is he actually has a son right now that is the number 1 rated recruit in the 2024 class. It's a quarterback that's committed to Ohio State. But you'll notice that quarterback, we're in a bit of a rough spot. John Kitna being the best by a large, large gap to him and Drew Stanton. And, of course, we all remember Dan Orlovsky running out of the back of the end zone for a safety. A legendary moment in the 0-16 winless Lions season. Dude, Tatum Bell. I don't know, and TJ Duckett, by the way. But I don't know why I remember Tatum Bell so much. He was kind of like a whatever player that I just remember so clearly. Although I don't really remember him too much with the Lions, I'll say that. Mike Furry's also an 87 overall. He's 30. I'm going to try and trade Mike Furry if I can. Dan Campbell's here. Dude, biting off kneecaps in 2007. Where was this energy the next season? Dan Campbell, Lions head coach. This is a guy right here. Jeff Backus is someone we can probably keep around, I would say. Edwin Mulatalo at 33 years old might have to go. But I would say maybe let's just go in, try to make some trades, and better this team. Dude, Champ Bailey's brother, Boss Bailey. Forgot about him. But you'll notice these overalls are actually pretty high for, like, whatever players. And that's even being nice to some of these guys. So, like, an 82 overall, it's not what it used to be, or it certainly isn't what it is now. Now, I'm looking through the trade block. I wish some of these guys had overalls and ages listed, because obviously I remember Matt Castle. I don't know who T. James is on the 07 Patriots. That's an 85 overall. I have no idea. Torrey James. I remember him now. Yeah, he's super old, 34. No. Gus Frerotte. Jesus, dude. Bart Scott might be interesting. How old would Bart Scott be in 2007? I don't think he's over 30 at this point. Yeah, Bart Scott's 28. He might be worth getting. He was on the Ravens for a decent part of his career. Of course, I kind of more associate him with the Jets, even though he didn't play there quite as long. He is on the trade block. I'm hoping I don't have to trade too much to get him. What do they want in return? I will give them... I can work with this. Tackle, quarterback. I'll give him John Kitna, like, no problem. So I think we could get Bart Scott here for John Kitna, my third-string right tackle, who's 30-something, and a third, which would be good, but we might be able to get something better, so I'm going to hold off on that for right now. Like, Larry Foote might even be better to get, because Larry Foote probably is even younger than Bart Scott is. He's 27, so a year younger, but not quite as good. Might weigh that. Oh, wait, hold on. We're at the Steelers. Might as well stop at defensive tackle for a second. I'm okay, never mind. I'm out of it. Was going to do Casey Hampton hook 'em horns, but okay. You guys have heard that enough, have you, at this point? Ooh, Pat Williams? Pat Williams is 33. I know interdivisional trading isn't super common, but I'm on Madden 08, dude. Let me have a good time. If I want Adrian Peterson, I'll trade for him. There are also some interesting players in free agency I could get. Like, Al Wilson's 30, but he is a 92 overall. I might as well just sign him. Yeah, he's going to be on our team for the next 3 years. Maybe. Might trade him. Antonio Bryant would be great to sign just because he's 26 years old. And if I plan on trading Mike Furry, I'm going to need someone a little bit younger, a little bit better. So I might go ahead and come back and get him. He's only 26. Yeah, that's probably the most obvious player to sign. I could get Champ Bailey by trading Damian Woody, a first and a second. Champ Bailey, one of my favorite players of all time. The question is that worth it? I don't really know what we can do in the draft, so I'm not really sure how valuable these picks are going to be. Kurt Warner's here. Little did they know how good Kurt Warner would be. He had like a huge resurgence, obviously, and led that Cardinals team to the Super Bowl. John Henderson. How old is John Henderson at this point, though? Obviously, like, really good. 96 overall. John Henderson was a beast. 28. 28, but really good. Now, the only thing holding me back here is we have two good defensive tackles right now, and both Texas boys. So I think I actually might hold off there. Ooh, interesting. So I put John Kitna, Tatum Bell, and Edwin Militalo on the trade block, and we get 3 offers here. TJ Hushmanzada, Terrell Owens, and Donald Driver, if I want a receiver. So there's obviously value there. These are a little bit older at this point. I want someone who's a little bit younger than these guys. Okay, so I'm going to try and be a little bit sneaky here. I'm going to make a mean trade. I'm trading my first-round pick, Edwin Militalo and John Kitna, to the Giants for Osi Umenyiora and Chris Snee. This is a good trade for me. I'm making it happen. I mean, can I get any pick back is the only thing. I can get a third. I'm going to get the third-round pick back from the Giants. Chris Snee is a beast. 90 overall, only 1 year left on his contract, but is 25 years old. As is Osi Umenyiora, 25 years old, monster. We don't have to pay the bonus, obviously, because the Giants are, but this is a huge contract. It is a 6-year contract. I wish I could show that. Or I guess you guys can see it here. Yeah, 5 years left, 30 mil. So we got him wrapped up, locked up for a long time, and he is a monster. Huge upgrade over Kalimba Edwards. Now, I said earlier I was going to do, like, something sketchy. I don't know what exactly I said. I want my first-round pick back. And I know the Giants need a right guard. Well, what about Damian Woody? He's 29 years old, and he's slightly higher overall than Chris Snee. However, Chris Snee is significantly younger, and I mean, I guess we could move Damian Woody to left guard. And in order to get my first-round pick back, I need to trade Damian Woody and 2 third-round picks, one, of course, being from the Giants. But that is an extremely fair trade-off. Maybe I can even try to get something else. Maybe their second-round pick back? No. Maybe a backup guard. I can get a 4th-round pick back, which has no value. But I'm going to do that. So I think that's an extremely fair trade-off, or trade-off. Kind of weird to say that. But we get Osi Umenyiora, and we get Chris Snee. As long as we can re-sign Chris Snee, which I could do right now, we're going to be golden. All right, so let me offer Chris Snee a 5-year contract, and he's in. So now he's locked up. That's kind of a cool thing you could do is, let's just say Al Wilson, for example. I could just totally rework his contract right now if I wanted to, which is nice. Maybe I want a 2-year deal instead of a 4-year deal to make, or a 3-year deal to clear up some cap space. Now, doesn't mean he's going to accept this. You can see how that bar goes down if I drop below a certain price. But it is kind of cool. Let me change Al Wilson's contract to 2 years, and he's in. I would say right now the biggest issue for this team is at quarterback and in the secondary. So if I can trade Mike Furry and right tackle Ross Tucker, really for any starting player in the secondary, I would be really happy about that. I'd love a decent young corner, but I don't think that's going to be possible. The Vikings are offering Cedric Griffin. I just can't say no to that. So Furry and Tucker are going to be on the move, and we're getting Cedric Griffin back in return. Oh, oopsie, hook 'em horns. Oopsie, that's a good one. And you know what? If Adrian Peterson's a guy I can get, might not be the last move I make with the Minnesota Vikings. Cedric Griffin, only 23 years old. Not the fastest corner, but a big-time upgrade on what we had already. So I will take that. Eric Moulds, what a beast. But we're going to go into free agency here and sign Antonio Bryant. Kind of feels like a no-brainer. 3-year deal. Welcome to the team. Welcome to training camp. Training camp allows you to take your players into mini camp drills to help improve their skills. Only allowed 1 player per drill. I gotta show this, dude. It's such a throwback. And let's go ahead and do it. Now, I don't have the number of players. Am I missing a guard? Is it a left guard that I need? We can actually upgrade my left guard significantly with Zach Pillar here. Not a player I remember, but a 2-year deal I think would be pretty good for the 31-year-old. And that's a big upgrade for us at the position as well. I'm going to choose Drew Stanton here over Dan Orlovsky. I know Dan Orlovsky is at least a more knowable name because he's on ESPN now. But no thanks. All right, here we go. All I have to do is not get sacked. This is going to be easy. If you guys saw my Madden 07 playthrough, they shot like 800 of them at me at once. I'm only throwing a triangle, by the way. I just got sacked. Okay, nice. But this is a little bit different. We have a lot more time. They're not shooting 100 from each angle. So I should be able to do pretty well. How close are we to silver? There's silver. That answers that. Close to gold. Didn't get it. Silver's pretty good. I'll take silver. Be awarded 2 points that can be assigned to these players' attribute ratings. Would I like to risk these points to try the next difficulty level? Let's go for it. I would say so. I think I can handle that. Doing all right so far. Just focusing up. Making the correct throw. Getting the ball out quickly. And dropping back when I need to. Standing up in the pocket. Probably a better idea, to be honest. Starting back and just stepping up. That's what you're supposed to do. Oh, I'm killing this. If you get sacked, I think it really kills your points. But if I don't get sacked, we're doing great. Oh, I'm going to be gold all day here. Okay, that's super frustrating. Oh my goodness, dude. Check the clock, and I could still maybe do gold? Nah. But I might try to test for gold here. All pro? I will try it. It's a lot of buttons. Oh, they're shooting them at me. All pro's a big step up. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All pro is not to be messed with. You know why? Because they're not even choosing a receiver to throw to. They're just shooting them at me. Oh my goodness. I'm going to risk all the points. I'm going to get nothing. I'm actually going to get nothing. Dude, this is tough. All right, that didn't end up going well. All pro's a problem. Okay, yeah, all right. All right, so what do you have here? We have chase and tackle, SWAT ball, trench fight. Don't really care about precision passing again. All right, so chase and tackle is going to be a linebacker. I would say let's get Ernie Sims going. If Ernie Sims can become a monster, we're going to be that much better. Yeah, so I should be able to kill this. I got Ernie Sims here. Ernie Sims is flying. I'm flying off the ball here. What, are you going to pitch it on me? Nah. Yeah, I'm going to crush this. Do we get points for hit sticking? Let's see. Oh, Lord. Maybe. As long as we don't allow a touchdown, guaranteed gold. All right, well, that was really easy. I'm going to try the next level. I think I can do the next level, and then I'll call it after that. Keep running on me. That's the only play. When you know a play is coming, makes it a little bit easier. Look at him try to back juke Kevin Smith. I knew it was coming. Or Kevin Jones. Kevin Smith was a Lions running back, too. A little bit later, maybe. Or earlier? Now I can't remember. Okay. Good Lord. Oh, we get a fumble bonus. Well, do I stop and call it there? No. I'm going to try it again. I'm going to go on a higher difficulty. Gold is 5 points. There's a fullback now. Okay, that changes things. Dude, they didn't tell me there was going to be a fullback. How am I going to get tackles behind the line now? Not that way. Dude, you know what would be nice? How about a pitch? Oh, there we go. Because we can just beat you to the spot, baby. So close to gold. Oh, another pitch? Thanks for the free points. There's gold. Oh, keep pitching it. I wish they'd pitch it every play. My fullback has 60 speed. All right, that's gold. I'm calling it. Oh, not a Darren Sharper image. Darren Sharper, he got up to some trouble. That's a troublemaker right there if I ever seen one. Gonna boost him to 95 tackle. I think that's a good call. SWAT ball, we're gonna focus on our good young player, Cedric Griffin. I say player because there's only one of them. SWAT passes down with L1. Intercepting is worth higher scores. I didn't phrase that well. R1 is to strafe. That's, you know, the back pedal. And X is to sprint. So we're going to be all about this. Little back pedal, wait for it. We're going to intercept everything on these lower difficulties as well. Yeah, it's going to be easy. But now, of course, it starts easy, right? When we get up to all pro, it's going to be difficult if I even decide to do all pro, which it might. It depends how the next level goes, if I feel like I can improve or not. Okay, easy 1440. That's what I used to hit on Call of Duty when I was a trick shotter. 1440s. That's a lot of spins. This is going to be a little bit more difficult. Still doable, but we got to be careful about running into some of these things. But it's all about predicting. Watch this. We're already moving to the next one. And now I don't know that it's going to be there, right? That's kind of a weird prediction to make. But when you're at the top, you just got to break down in the ball. Oh, Cedric, dude. We got to develop the hands maybe a little bit more. Okay, now we're stuck on that. Can't even get the hand up. Maybe that was a good SWAT opportunity. But the interceptions where the big points are. Oh, look at that. Jump the route. Should be really close to gold here at 690. This should be gold. Oh, no. Cedric, weird animation. This is it? It's not it. Do I try and go for gold? Yes, it's 5 points. It's worth it. Now, this is going to be difficult because Cedric Griffin's pretty slow, I would say. This is probably not super difficult with, like, you know, 95 speed. But with 89, it's a little bit tough. But we're doing pretty well so far. Make a play on this. See, he didn't go up for the SWAT. I guess when we're going back on the ball like that, we got to try and get the SWAT just to get any points and intercept those types of passes. We're not getting to that. I'm just going to leave it. There's silver. Ah, couldn't get to it. And then all the way back. Not going to be able to get gold here, I don't think. 600. Do I try and go for all Madden? I'm going to try it. Good start so far. Oh, Cedric's putting in a shift here. It's a nice play. Oh, look at the range. There's bronze. Oh, this was worth it. This was worth it. I don't know how we didn't get points for that one. That's dumb. We're making it happen right now. Look at that. Okay, well, you got to catch that. Got to catch that, Ced. Didn't get any points for that. Stupid. And we get points for making consecutive plays. So it's all about, like, stringing these together. Oh, that's nice. We get points for it. Not going to be able to make a play on that. Oh, my goodness. We got stuck on the thing. Gold is still possible, maybe. I don't know for sure. Okay, well, that's bad. I'll take silver. Silver's 5 points. We kind of choked at the end there. But it's tough sometimes with the speed of that thing. And Cedric Griffin's really slow. And I was running into the tackling dummies. So catching, whatever. Jumping's kind of whatever. I think acceleration in 97 is going to be good. Because even if he's slow, at least he'll get up to that slow speed faster. Trench fight, I'm going to do OC. Because OC's probably an elite pass rusher in the game already. But maybe upgrading block shed, if that's an option here in trench fight, that might be good. Sean Rogers is already a beast. The only other guy I would consider it with here is Corey Redding. Oh, I remember this actually being really annoying. Yeah, because that would happen. I forgot what this was for a second. You got to get to each flag, and you got to beat the tackle here. I failed it, I guess, so that's it. That's it. I didn't really know what we were doing. Not great. Well, I'm glad we had that experience. That was sweet. This is not going to matter. We're going to do ground attack. Now, we can do this with a receiver, too, if we want to do 2 receivers. But Kevin Jones is good enough. Also, Roy Williams only 24 here. Calvin's definitely going to be one of them. But ground attack, we're going to go and do Kevin Jones here. Because he might end up being our starting back. Or we might be able to trade him. That's an option. Score as many touchdowns as you can. Hold down X to sprint. This is basic running back stuff. I got a fullback as well. This is going to be easy. Yeah, look at that. Great run. That's the way to do it right there. Use your blocker twice. If we had points for celebrating, that would be cool. But we could do this at the line. The problem is I'm holding down X to sprint, and you're going to see it right here. I'll get into the open field. He just kind of slows down. I guess he didn't really slow down there, which is nice. We're going to do it again, because I can score way more than this. But I'm holding down X to sprint, and he sprints for like a second, and then decides, nah, I'm done with that. So I don't know if that's an acceleration or a stamina issue or what. Oh, that's a touchdown. That's interesting. No consecutive touchdown bonus, which I think is a little weird. But all right. Like, we really have to use his power here. Because you can see how he slows down. Like, it's letting other defenders get back in the play. Frustrating. This is going to be... like, look how slow he's going. He's moving in slow motion. I honestly don't know if I want to try the next level. I feel like we could get really screwed over here. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. There are 3 defenders. They're moving a little bit faster now. This is going to be tough. I made a mistake. It's just Kevin Jones goes so slow. Is it a speed issue? I'm not sure. Oh, look at that move. That's a realistic running move, I guess. Dude, it's a really tough when he just is slowing down every time I sprint. Dude, look at that. He goes past the line and then goes to super slow-mo. It's when he breaks the line of scrimmage. Why is that? Oh, accidentally went to all Madden. 4 defenders now. Okay. This could be bad. As long as we get a bronze, though, it'll be worth it. Which is doable still, I think. Nice, dude. Nice block, and he fumbles and loses everything. Oh, my goodness. All right, we earned some of it back. We actually could end up getting silver here. Silver's very doable. Been better about going out of bounds to conserve time. You got to go through him here. Oh, we needed a TD. We needed a touchdown there. Oh, that's good power. That's good power. Gold, probably out of the question. But we're going to go for it. Probably have one more attempt here. Just don't fumble the ball. Okay. Okay. We got moves, Kevin. We got moves. Kevin Jones gold. We did it on All Madden. Let's go, Kevin. Dude, I feel like the mom from Home Alone screaming Kevin when they realize they left him at home when they're at the airport. Which, first of all, bad parents. Like, I know you got a lot of kids, but, like, make sure you got them all, I think, is a good idea. I'm no parent myself, right? I got a cat. That's like the same thing. Kevin Jones up to an 89 overall. And then we got to develop Calvin with the catch ball drill. I think I'm going to do this drill just like I did with Cedric Griffin, except we have Calvin who can actually run a little bit. But I'm going to play it like a DB. I'm going to strafe, and we're going to make some plays. Strafing is the... Okay, I don't know what that was. But strafing's the move. Because I did this drill on Madden 07, and it was a huge challenge. Here in Madden 08, I'll be a little bit better. Also, Calvin is so big and so fast that I think this is going to be fairly easy. He feels slow, by the way. Like, maybe acceleration's a problem. Maybe that's something we can upgrade here like we did for Cedric Griffin. Boom. 1,600 points. Easy gold. Now, the question is, how can I do that on a super high difficulty? We'll see. Okay, Calvin. That was actually right at you, and he just didn't even try to catch it. That was interesting. But, I think we're going to be rocking here. Oh, Calvin exploding off the ball now. I don't know what that is, though. Like, did he just... Sometimes he's like, I'm not going to catch the ball. Like, what are you... Is that why it's harder? Sometimes he just doesn't try to catch it? I mean, I guess I can see the higher difficulty. Jeez. And it's not about strafing, because I am strafing. And, well, I guess... Maybe I can't strafe while going back. Sick catch. But, if we go into the ball like that, we're having decent results. But maybe just strafe to get to a ball like this, and then come forward on it. He's just not catching it. It's bizarre, dude. It's hitting him in the hands. That's not even a strafe or anything. Alright, I can do better than that, though. We can get gold. Squares to dive for the ball. Kind of nervous to do that, because if we dive and miss, we're completely out of contention. So I'm going to go bottom left for this. But sometimes diving could be the correct play. This is a ball I want to strafe on, right? There we go. It actually does what I want it to do. That's beautiful. And a higher difficulty, too. Come on, Calvin. Nice. Oh, this is guaranteed gold. Guaranteed gold. Oh, not going to get to this one. We're going to leave it. And we're at gold. We've guaranteed gold. Even when Calvin tries to catch it with his shoulder pad. Usually a bad idea. But we got gold. Oh, I'm going up to All Madden, I guess. I mean, that's famous last words. That really is not good. Unless it is good. And it's been good so far. I got to play claw. You guys know what that is? That is my thumb on the X button. Oh, look at the change of direction skills. Thumb on the X button and index finger on triangle to try and get to these balls. Calvin needed to catch that last one. Dude, what are you doing, Calvin? Please. He's just dropping the ball. His hands, I guess, are worse on the higher difficulty. That's a great catch. That's going to be huge for us if we can get this one. He's not catching it. We're absolutely not going to get even silver. Oh, we got silver. Okay, silver on the last catch for 500. We'll take that, because that's like, what, 4 points? I think, right? I think 4. 5 points. Ooh, I'll take that. Acceleration is a 95. Catching, that needs to go to a 90, for sure. And I'm going to skip training camp. Coach's corner. Audibles, custom hot routes. We got coach philosophy here. Interesting. Well, we should run the ball a lot right now because we don't have a quarterback. See, Kevin Jones has 93 speed. Felt like he had 45 speed when we were using him. A little annoying. Dude, why would Kevin Jones be the backup here? Why is Tatum Bell the projected starter? Are you insane? Yeah, go ahead and swap that. Brain dead. And why is the cornerback group this way? Fernando Bryant is way better than Keith Smith or even Travis Fisher. Okay, but the team is not great, right? But we're actually not so bad right now. Dan Orlovsky is not starting over Drew Stanton. Stop doing that. All right, so I guess the only thing we can really do now, we're not going to play every single game here. This is a rebuild, which means a lot of team building, a lot of simulation, and a lot of trying to figure out how to simulate weeks. Here we go. Got to go in a play week to get to the schedule, and then I think you can simulate straight through. So we'll do that. Obviously not going to play the preseason. And we actually went undefeated in the preseason, 4-0. Usually that doesn't mean anything. Sometimes it can be really bad. A lot of teams that go 4-0 do horribly in the actual regular season, whereas teams that don't do well in the preseason crush it in the regular season. So, I mean, we know it means nothing. It's actually kind of a nightmare to find out how to actually advance to the regular season. Actually, can I get another one of those in there? But finally figured it out. It's not even shown. You just got to click random buttons until it happens, basically. At least that's how it feels. Now, I will say, losing to the 2007 Raiders with Jamarcus Russell at QB, not a great start to the season. Although, picking up a win over the Vikings, not bad. But remember, this, even though it's Madden 08, is the 2007 season. They came out in 2007, this game did. So, this is just the precursor to preventing 0-16. So, this season doesn't really matter. Great to get a win here over the rival Vikings, though, I'll tell you that. Not great right now, 3-12, but that will set us up with a decent draft pick. Remember, we held on to our first-round pick that we traded to the Giants. We got that back. So, we still will probably have a shot at one of the best players in the entire draft, if not the best one. I think we'll probably pick inside the top 3. And I don't know how scouting works in this game. I don't know how the draft works. I don't remember. It's been so long. However, I will say that I'm probably going to look to take the best quarterback. Going to be pretty tough to trade for one, but that's also an avenue we might consider going down. We actually beat the Packers to go 4-12. Pretty good end of the season. And there's a new record. LaDainian Tomlinson has rushed for nearly 2,400 yards. That is an obscene record. I mean, that's the most ridiculous thing I've probably ever seen. Let's see this here. LaDainian Tomlinson, 25 touchdowns, only averaged 4.9 yards per carry. Good average, by the way. Very, very good. However, he had so many carries. This is a Derrick Henry effect. 483 carries. That is so many. Reggie Bush also went over. Oh my goodness, dude. Look at how many running backs went over 2,000 yards. Larry Johnson, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, Clinton Portis, Reggie Bush, and LaDainian Tomlinson all over 2,000 yards. Getting so many carries. I mean, just a ridiculous number. Willie Parker out for the season, by the way. Steven Jackson in there. Thomas Jones, Rudy Johnson. I mean, yeah, this is clearly Russian League. Look at this. Peyton Manning had 4,000 yards, right? Can we see anybody else? No one else was even that close to 4,000. Only 3 players over 3,500. And what? We have like 7, 8 maybe over 3,000 passing yards. Oh my goodness. We're going to need a good running back if we want to hang. Now what's cool is we can see player progression here. Dan Orlovsky, I mean, did he just end up being the starting quarterback somehow? Drew Stanton went down. Dan Orlovsky was not always a 76. Kevin Jones stayed the same. I mean, did a lot of these just stay the same? Roy Williams out for 10 weeks. Injury brutal in this game. Saints, Chargers, Super Bowl. Chargers are 15-3 overall. Of course, including the playoffs, obviously. Very, very good. Here's a Pro Bowl. I don't think we had anyone in that. Dan Orlovsky somehow ended up being our starting quarterback. I'm not sure if Drew Stanton got injured or what, but Dan Orlovsky just finagled his way into the starting lineup. Kevin Jones averaging less than 4 yards per carry. Not really too good. I mean, this is a bizarre team. Receiving, like Calvin Johnson only had 46 catches. Did he play the whole season? I'm not even sure. Then a hurt line allowed quite a few sacks. Gonna have to get better on defense for sure as well. But I mean, all things considered, I suppose it could be worse. OC had 9 sacks, 5 picks for Al Wilson and Fernando Bryant. Where is Cedric Griffin? Cedric Griffin just didn't have an interception? Really? Very interesting simulation stats here. All right, we are advancing to the offseason. This is where magic needs to happen. We'll do whatever we can because we just can't go winless. Going undefeated would be great, but we can't go winless. That's the entire reason we came back into history here, is to stop the 2008 Lions from not winning a game. It's looking decent so far because we won, 4 games in 2007? And in theory, we're only going to get better here in the offseason. Hopefully. All right, owner's box. I remember this pretty clearly. I don't really care about how the balance sheet went. We made $12 million. Cool. I'm ready for the offseason. I don't care about pricing on hot dogs or what the parking ticket costs like. If you're curious about that, I'm sure there are other videos on there. But I'm focused on bringing the Lions back, not whether the hot dog costs $6 or $8. So is there anywhere where we can check out scouting in any capacity? I don't think so. Okay, retired players here. It seems to be guys in their mid-30s. Marvin Harrison, I mean, good players. A lot of fullbacks in here so far. Max Strong, Lorenzo Neal. John Lynch made the Pro Bowl. Tony Richardson, another fullback. Joey Galloway. But these are very old players. Musa Muhammad. Brett Favre retires here at a decent time. Probably for the best. But yeah, a lot of guys in their mid to late 30s, I would say. You know, like 35 to 38, 40 for Ted Washington. 44 for the kicker, John Carney. It has been taking 10 minutes to assign new roles. 10 minutes. I get it's 2008, 2007 even, right? But, wow. That took a minute, huh? So I let everybody walk that had an expiring contract. Not going to bring back Stanley Wilson either. But we're going to go ahead and go to re-sign players and now make a more final decision about some of the guys that will stay or go. Don't really need a punter. Don't need TJ Duckett. Travis Fisher. Like, I think we can do better. He's 28. He's not really that good. I'd like a little bit more cap room. Boss Bailey is just not that good of a player. Now, George Foster, maybe. Corey Redding is the only one that I look at and I'm like, okay, we absolutely need Corey Redding back. But most of these guys, I don't know. I'm looking for mid to high 80s players and above only at this point, I would say. Boss Bailey's like a fringe one. Like, he doesn't want a ton. Give him a 3-year deal. All right, just do that. How old is George Foster? Like 27, 28? He's like just good enough where it makes sense, I think. Of course, I'm going to try and take the money down as much as I can. And we'll submit that offer. Like, it's not great. We're down to 15 mil in cap space. But I'll see if I can find some money somewhere and figure it out. Like, Al Wilson, like, he's good enough to stay, is the thing. Fernando Bryant, maybe he's going to get cut or traded, probably. Okay, wow. I see some free agents. Alan Faneca, Julius Peppers, Zach Thomas, Dwight Freeney. Oh, my goodness. Some huge, huge free agents, right? Mark Bulger would be a huge, huge grab at quarterback. And it's funny what some of these guys are asking for. But I would love to get some of these guys. I really would. It's just going to be really difficult because, you know, we don't have all the cap room in the world. Mark Bulger, I mean, he's 31. He's a 95 overall. I feel like that's just too good of a player to ignore. Randy Moss is here. The thing about Randy Moss is we actually don't need him. We have 4 competent receivers. He's not really worth the money. As good as he is, right, and he's great. I think improving on the offensive line should be a priority, and that makes Bryant McKinney extremely valuable to me. But we're gonna be running dangerously low on cap room. I gotta figure out how to clear some space. Gonna release Fernando Bryant. I would just rather have the money. No one wanted to trade for him. I tried. I can get a 4th round pick for Kalimba Edwards. I'll go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and trade White, who is a defensive end, a 2nd round pick, and a 4th round pick for the number 6 overall pick from the Giants. Now, I might actually be able to get some depth in here as well, just because we really badly need it if we make this move, which we can no longer, but that's okay. Getting the pick, I think, will be really good. Another top 10 pick. We pick at number 3 overall this season, but it's going to be big. We clear up some money, and I think that's going to put us in a better position to get Julius Peppers. Maybe Mark Bulger's not the right play. Bryant McKinney, we probably don't need, but he still would be a huge upgrade, at least at right tackle. Dude, paying Albert Hainsworth. That sounds like a great idea. Rondé Barber's here. How old is Rondé Barber at this point? 33. Ooh, Quentin Jammer. Somebody say hook 'em horns. Quentin Jammer wouldn't be bad. Marcus Trufant would be real good too. Charles Woodson's here, but he's old and not great at this point. But I think the irony here is that in real life, he still is actually phenomenal. Now, just how good is Charles Woodson still? Well, many years after this, not only is he a multiple-time All-Pro, first team and second team, wins Defensive Player of the Year years after this. So keep that in mind. But Marcus Trufant would be a big get for our secondary, and he's still pretty young. I'll at least offer him, I would say. But we could get the other Roy Williams. That would be interesting. We just don't have all this money is the thing. It's nice to offer all these guys. We just will not have the money. So let's go ahead and advance one day and see what happens. We got Julius Peppers. That's huge. And Bryant McKinney. Alan Faneca knocked us out. Mark Bulger's thinking about it. Marcus Trufant is thinking about it. That's huge, though, to get some of these players. Now, we do see a number of these guys getting signed. Or actually, no, best offer only. So we can go ahead and increase Faneca's offer. But we got Bryant McKinney. So I would say Jeff Backus to right tackle. Big upgrade at right tackle. We have our right guard. Our center is fine. Our left guard is fine. So we don't need Alan Faneca. Don't really even need George Foster anymore. But I didn't know for sure if I could bring in a big tackle. Julius Peppers is huge. OC's a beast. I might slide one of these guys over to other defensive end spot. Our defensive tackles are great. Sean Rogers, Corey Redding. I would like an upgrade at linebacker. Like, Al Wilson's fine. Ernie Sims is a beast now. Boss Bailey, I know we signed him. That was stupid. We need a corner. I'd like a safety. I know we need a punter for sure. I don't know. It's kind of tough. I haven't really been able to see any of these offers go up, which is a little concerning. Could get Adam Archuleta. Don't care. Don't care about Mike Brown. Now, Quentin Jammer actually doesn't have an offer yet. Kind of feels like a no-brainer. I would absolutely bring in Quentin Jammer. Hook 'em horns. Now, we're a little bit behind Tampa Bay. The thing is, Marcus Trufant might just not want to be a Detroit Lion. I'm going to go ahead and withdraw this offer because he has interests here that actually fit. So he just doesn't really want to join us that badly. We lucked out with some of these other players, I would say. Mike Brown's not super interested. This is how we can kind of scheme it. Mike Minter, remember him. He would join, but I don't really want him that badly. Roy Williams doesn't really want to join. What about either of these tight ends? Daniel Graham and Eric Johnson. Eric Johnson would. Daniel Graham also would. Gonna offer Daniel Graham. Ooh, Ben Lieber. You guys remember Ben Lieber? It's kind of a beast for a minute. Don't really want Clark Hagan. Zach Thomas I would definitely consider for a year. And we're still going to have a draft, by the way. We have 2 top 10 picks. But, I mean, does Zach Thomas want to join? Not really. So he's not going to accept it. That's fine. We don't really need to worry about that. Advance today. Show me Quentin Jammer. Quentin Jammer would be a huge get for this Detroit team. So Faneca to the Niners. We don't have Quentin Jammer yet. Bulger has signed with the Browns. Marcus Trufant still going to Tampa Bay. Quentin Jammer should be joining. We should be getting some of these guys. We got Quentin Jammer. Love to see it. We also got Daniel Graham. So tight end. We're still waiting on the punter Nick Harris to come back. But our team has been upgraded significantly. And I'm not even really sure what we need to do in free agency anymore. It's really just maybe addressing linebacker and still corner/safety in the draft. I like both our offense and defense. Quarterback's big. That's right. And we got the punter. Nice. Marcus Trufant, by the way, ends up in Indianapolis. Huh. I guess the Colts came out of nowhere last second to grab him. Chargers making moves, by the way. Lost Quentin Jammer, but brought in Zach Thomas. Brought in Dwight Freeney. Randy Moss to the Eagles. Seahawks made some moves, too. Michael Strahan. He's going to finalize free agent signing. I think we did really, really well. Really well. The fact that we got Bryant McKinney, huge upgrade on the offensive line. Julius Peppers, huge upgrade on the defensive line. Big upgrades for the team in general. I would be absolutely shocked if we go 0-16 next year. But the thing is, the elephant in the room is the quarterback. Dan Orlovsky or Drew Stanton cannot start games for me in 2008, I should say. 2022, dude. I need to go to bed. Now, there is a college all-star game, a.k.a. the Senior Bowl probably. Take control of the incoming draft class before the draft. Get a good feel of what these players bring to the table on the field. Now, I wonder what it'll actually show us. Because I'm not really interested in playing this game. But it would be cool to see some of these guys, I guess. Because you're not going to really be able to get a great feel of ratings while playing the game. At least not Madden 08, I can promise you. Where is this supposed to take place? I mean, in real life, Mobile, Alabama. But where is this in Madden 08? I'm curious. Kind of has like a Pro Bowl Hawaii feel to it. This could be, what, Pro Player State? That's Miami. What was this called? Oh, yeah, Aloha Stadium. That's like such an obvious one. Now, it would be nice if you could cheese it here and just see ratings. But they don't show us ratings. Of course not. What about auto reorder depth chart? That does nothing. All right. They know all about my skills and my tricks. Well, I want to know about the quarterback, so we got Swan on the outside, Lynn Swan. Let's send him deep, see if Jordan can make a throw. Might need time from the offensive line as well, working off play action. Swan absolutely burned. Can Jordan make the throw? Really not even that close. Try Vickers on a little sluggo. Got rid of the ball quickly. Oh, he hit him in stride under pressure? Interesting. All right, so maybe Jordan is better than I gave him credit for. Down the field. Nice sucks. Jordan's bad. I'm not taking him. Working off play action again. A lot of options there. I mean, that's a great throw from Jordan. Swan's got the moves, huh? I don't know what to think. Also, hearing John Madden, R.I.P. Real legend of the game, obviously. It's just a real nice, fun throwback to hear him. Little lob down the field. Tight end, Reed! We had a touchdown at 84, by the way. I just want to see what this dude can do. A little bit inconsistent. I mean, these are not all, like, terrible throws, obviously. We've seen 2 good ones, 2 great ones, debatably, 2 not-so-good ones. I don't know. I don't really think I'm going to be considering a running back, but we'll see what Jean has, or Jean. Wow, great stuff there. We're going to go ahead and quit, though. We're not going to play the whole thing out. I don't know. That quarterback, I'm, like, iffy about. Now, rookie workouts, I could be really interested in. So, run this year's draft class through some workouts to get details on them. The better you do, the more information you'll unlock. That feels easy. So, we used Jordan from Utah State. Ooh, Jordan Love. Michigan State quarterback. Now, there are 4 QBs projected to go in round 1. I would say, dude, Michigan State guy, we're the Detroit Lions, right? I'm interested. I want that scouting report. We need gold. Okay, 1,100 points. What's this difficulty on? Maybe more than I'm capable of. Dude, you better tell me who to throw to a lot earlier. Really annoying. It's tough to look at both places at once. It's probably why I struggle while actually playing. I can't believe I didn't get sacked there, by the way. I wish there was like a place where I could just sit. Did it give me a button? Dude, how long is it? No receivers open? Oh my goodness, dude. Stepping up. Nice. I don't think I'm going to get gold. I'm trying, though, let me tell you. Ooh, I might. Dude, we got bronze. I feel like I didn't really make a whole lot of mistakes and still got bronze. I got sacked once. I guess that was it. So we find out anything about him? Oh, you get nothing. You get nothing. Well, I'm going to go for it again. I don't know how many... but knowing the quarterback is so important. And I know I have a better shot of performing well in this one rather than the precision passing. Precision passing is really stupid in my opinion. But this one is also kind of tough at times. All right, silver, I'll take it. I'll take silver. It can sack you after you've already gotten rid of the football. It's beyond frustrating. Like, how am I right there? And I've thrown the ball and it's like sacked anyways. The ball is out. So it told us that we got his pass accuracy revealed. I got silver. Just got a free safety, I guess. 6'4" ran 4.38. Jesus. I don't really want the hands. I want the scouting report. Let's do SWAT ball. 725 points. And he should be fast. So I should be able to crush this. He just dropped too many. I got a bronze on him. That does nothing for me. All right, I'm doing DB cover receiver on all pro. Cover the wide receiver and prevent him from catching passes. As a safety. Free safety doing this. I mean, can I see? Dude, I can't see where the QB is. And this dude's he's not even running a route. He's just running around the field. Dude, I don't know when this is so stupid. This one is actually worthless. Like, I can see the vision cone. But this is the dumbest thing I've ever done. This one is so stupid. I'm going to complain the entire time. Let's do this linebacker out of Liberty. Chase and tackle, I think, is the best one I'm going to have. So let's do that one. I think I have the best chance for sure of getting gold on this. Oh, I knew I needed a hit stick behind the line to get it. Gold for Henning. We'll get that scouting report. I don't know if they're going to show it to us, but that's nice to have now. Hey, VY. All right, NFL draft. Here we go. I mean, we got a breakdown of our roster. Here's the preview. Do we have the scouting report, though? I was promised a scouting report. Oh, I have it. Oh, here we go. Rookie report is this button. So, Mo Marshall, 6'1", 224. A little bit light for a linebacker. Ran 4.41. His workout, tackling great, hands unavailable. IQ test was amazing. He's one of the most complete outside linebacker prospects in this class. He's also a powerful tackler that will break down and consistently wrap up in space. Shows a decent initial burst. Durability shouldn't be a concern. Oh, he's a beast. Mo Marshall we should consider heavily. Jennings here has great tackling. Hands are unavailable. IQ test was average. Should be the first linebacker prospect off the board is Todd Hennings. Shows a decent initial burst. Durability shouldn't be a concern. Should be the first linebacker off the board versus the most complete outside linebacker, or one of the most complete outside linebackers in the class. Kind of don't know what to think about that. Do we know anything about Jamar Preston from Florida State? Amazing IQ test, no scouting report. So we only have the scouting report on the guys that we did well with in the drills there. That's something. Here's a quarterback, Deshaun Randolph. Man, those cornrows are looking sharp. His arm strength is unavailable. Pass accuracy we didn't get silver on. Did I not get silver on it? I got silver on it. The Raiders want to trade me the number 1 overall pick for number 3 and number 6. No. What if I gave you... I'll give you number 3. Can't modify that? What do you mean I can't modify it? Then why even give me the offer, or the option offer, or to modify it? Okay, so here we are at number 3. It's a little confusing. I guess I'll just take this quarterback, man. I feel like we're kind of locked into that. I'd like Jamar Preston later, and then I'd like the linebacker. Let's go with Chris Jordan. We already know we don't really know anything about him, so hopefully he's good. Falcons trading number 27 and their late second-round pick to move up to 5. Okay, and here we are at number 6. So we have Jamar Preston, who we don't really know anything about, and we have the linebacker that I like, Mo Marshall. I might try and trade down. This corner, by the way, James Wolford ran 4.25. Pretty good time. Jumped really, really well as well. It's just, I don't know what to do. Do I take the free safety? I don't really know anything about these players is the thing. Other than the linebacker, I know is going to be pretty good. I'd like to be able to move back up for him, but I don't know how we can even do that. The thing is that pretty much nothing has value. So it puts us in a tough spot when trying to make any trades. Like, you'd think that Foster would have some value to somebody. Doesn't at all. And you have no future picks to trade, right? And there's no team with multiple first-round picks. So I can't trade for 2 of them when I move back from 6. So I really can't move back because I won't be able to move back up. If that makes sense. I have to make a decision between one of the 2, unfortunately. Okay, I can trade Antonio Bryant and 2 4s for a second-round pick, which I'm going to do. Maybe that'll help me move back up, but I highly doubt it because I still don't know what value I have to be able to move up with. So I got a second-round pick for Antonio Bryant, which is good because we're going to run the ball anyway. There's really no way around it. I think I'm just going to take... I think I'm just going to take the safety. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Jamar Preston. And there's not really anything I can do unless a team tries to trade with me, which they're not going to do. So, Mo, what's-his-face, is just going to be off the board. Here we are. So this corner that ran 4.25 is actually still available. There's another quarterback from Texas State. Wow. That could only go well. Here we have LaMarcus Fuller. Okay. The thing is, I don't really have anything to go off of other than just their projected round and their athletic testing. That's the only thing I have. Amazing IQ test. All right. Let's take James Wolford. Maybe we got lucky. Crowd's cheering for it. Like that. Okay, back on the clock here. Could take a kicker that was supposed to go a lot earlier. Again, that really doesn't mean anything to us at all. I have a draft board here, but I don't know what that's based off of. Like, we have Russell. I mean, would you just draft off the draft board? The kicker's there. I mean, I really don't know how to make any decision. We don't need a kicker. We'll go with Sean Hamm. Oh, they're booing it. They did not like that pick. It was at the top of our draft board. Also, what are you going to do? You're going to boo a pick made in the 5th round? Cheering that pick. I'm just drafting from the draft board. Dude, this outside linebacker, D'Antonio Christensen, ran a 4.32. I'm intrigued. The crowd hates it. Hates it. Don't care. You can't let the audience get to you. Just got to do what's best for you. All right, roster management. Why are these 3 listed here? Are these potential cap casualties? I don't really understand why we would cut these guys. I guess it doesn't say cut these guys, but that's why they're popping them up. Okay, signed draft picks time is here. Don't really know anything about these guys, which is always nice. I mean, I just have to give them whatever they want. I'm going to sign a rookie quarterback to a 7-year monster deal. I don't even know if he's okay. I mean, we played with him in the Senior Bowl. That matters for nothing. What are we going to do? we have to. Hoping we got a steal with James Wolford, though. The crowd cheered. Sean Hamm, I mean, it doesn't even matter at this point. They all booed D'Antonio Christensen from McNeese State. He's 6'3", 263, and ran 4.32. Okay? There's something there. It's a moldable piece of clay, they'll tell you. Can we sign this dude, Donovan Darius? Yeah. I mean, he's an upgrade. He's 33, but he's an upgrade. He might as well just sign. I don't know if anyone's going to offer you. I guess he was just randomly cut. But now he's considering other options. Well, I don't really have more money to give you. That's kind of the thing. He likes that bonus, though. I basically maxed it out. Still not good enough for top consideration, huh? All right, well, we can't get him, so it's not that big of a deal. He's 33. The Seahawks just don't stop, man. They're committed to doing something, whether it's good or bad this next season. Hey, we got overalls. Chris Jordan's an 83. That's big. Corey Redding's a 91 now. It's a nice little jump. Ernie Sims, of course. Walford's an 84 with 98 speed. All right, that seems like a great pickup. Need a fourth corner probably. It looks like Jamar Preston's a 77, but is that just at corner? He's an 86 overall free safety. But I don't have any scale of how good that is, actually. That seems to be quite a good pick, I would say. So let's find some of these guys. So Deshaun Randolph is an 87. Better than the quarterback I took by a decent bit, but I didn't have a shot at him. He went at, what, number 1 overall? So, kind of just a tough spot. It seems like my guy's pretty good anyway, so not too mad about it. Alex Smith is a 90. Trying to see if there are any awesome running backs. Yeah, don't think so. Well, if I had Dwayne Jarrett is, first of all, kind of a draft bust. Didn't go that high. Sidney Rice is just a real player with not face scanned. But it's funny how he's actually as young as all the rookies. Hey, there's Calvin. Pretty good. Okay, there's some stacked rookie tight ends. But obviously, we were not going to draft any of those guys. And Amobi Okoye was actually drafted at 19 years old, I believe. Oh, on draft day, at least. So, it's funny to see him as the youngest overall defensive tackle in the game. Calvin Reynolds here is an 85 out the draft. So, it looks like 87 so far is the highest overall I've seen. Quarterback and this defensive tackle. Ooh, got to watch out for linebacker number 55. Wonder what that story is. Kendrick Hornsby's an 82. Todd Hennings, who we use, is an 86. There's T. Sizzle. There's Patrick Willis. Could we trade for Patrick Willis? That could be fun. Mo Marshall's an 84. I chose the free safety over him. I mean, in the end, I guess it's the right move, right? But he does seem pretty sick, and he's playing for the Vikings, our rival. And did we get the highest rated corner in the draft? I'll take that. Jamar Preston's an 86. Seems to be the best by a lot. So overall, I would say we actually got pretty lucky. Rodney Harrison's on the trade block. Almost wish I hadn't traded Antonio Bryant, but I did get that sick corner as a result, so never mind. I'm glad I did. Dude, I can trade a 2 and a 3 and a 4 to get Patrick Willis. I'm going to make it happen. That's done. Now, I put Alex Lewis at inside linebacker for more depth at the position. His overall dropped significantly. So now I'm curious if moving Patrick Willis to outside linebacker, which is plan all along, I wonder if that's really going to jump up his overall. Answer is yes. He goes up to a 92 or 91. I'm going to jump him over to the other side, though. We don't actually have 52, unfortunately, because D'Antonio Christensen took it, but Patrick Willis is a 91 at left outside linebacker. That seems like a no-brainer. D'Antonio Christensen's a 73 with 86 speed, though. Sean Hamm's a 76. I think that's fine. It's the number one thing I need the most. I think we have a quarterback, maybe a sick running back. I think we just might rock with Kevin Jones, though. Do some training camp. This is going to be big. All right, so we need a guard and a running back, by the way. We got to go to free agency, and I'm not sure how much money we have to bring in anybody even half decent. Oh, my guy, Priest Holmes. Hook 'em horns. Yeah, Priest, I'll sign you. Absolutely. I can't even sign a guard right now. I got to get rid of Boss Bailey's contract. I feel silly for extending him, but it's a tough spot. I can get a 5th round pick back. That's the best thing I can get back. It is what it is. Now at least we can sign somebody. And now we can do training camp. So I would love to get some points here for my quarterback. Really, really would. I gotta nail this. First level gonna be somewhat important, but this is easy mode, you know? So just, you know, skate through it, do what I have to do. Play the next level, hopefully get gold. And then just take my points. The next level is just a bit too difficult for me to do consistently, I would say. All right, we got silver. Oh, number 9. Can't think of any Lion quarterback that's ever worn that number, actually. Huh. Isn't that peculiar? You'd think there'd be one, right? Can't think of any. Bengal, but what about Matt Stafford? What about him? It's a Ram legend right there. All right, I'm taking my silver difficulty on this one. Another situation where my only sack was getting sacked after I had already thrown the ball 10 yards downfield. Really annoying. But some boost is better than no boost. I will take him to 91 throw accuracy, I think. Getting Patrick Willis is huge. That's the guy I want to upgrade at this point. We'll do chase and tackle with him. Now, diving on this drill actually could be huge as well. Like, maybe not so much when there's a fullback there. But you at least trip him up. But I think maybe the hit sticking is a little bit more consistent. It's a pretty nice diving tackle, though. Get some nice animations. From number 54, Patrick Willis. Just doesn't look right to me. But obviously it doesn't even look close to Patrick Willis. So that's alright. But we got to remember, there's going to be a fullback. I'm not really too worried about it. That doesn't matter. What do we go back to 0? I will 100% get points here. Okay, I need to focus up for a second. Yeah, it's going to be more tough with a fullback, but we just got to rely on those pitches. I think I got gold before, right? So, should be able to get gold again. The only problem is some of these offensive linemen basically getting in the way. Still, easy gold. Easy gold. Take me up to the next level. Oh, there's a fullback? Guess what? Don't care. Don't care. Keep pitching it. It's easy points. Really just need this safety to be able to make plays. Because we're taking on the fullback. I think you pretty much have to. I mean, we could go through that as well, I guess. It's kind of a really nice way to do it. Made a bad angle. Bad angle. That was automatic gold. Screwed that up. Should get it here. And we do. I'm taking it up another notch as well. I don't know how much harder it gets. I don't really remember why. But 7 points for Patrick Willis here would be huge. Yeah, keep pitching it. Keep pitching it. I'm sure the running back gets better. Fullback gets a little bit less stupid. Just means we cannot afford to make mistakes. You got to make that tackle. Oh, that's huge in the open field. Absolutely massive. This should be gold. Big hit, gold. But if he scores a touchdown, we're still in trouble here. That's why we're in trouble. Because one more of those and we're back down to silver. Should be not good. Nice. Gold. Secured. 7 points for Patrick Willis. And I think it's just going to be what? Like acceleration and tackling awareness, maybe? Hey, there he is. Champ Bailey. I hate how it glitches out. That's annoying with the emulator. But, yeah, those screens used to be really, really cool. One of the things I wish they would bring back. Let's do 80 awareness, 92 tackling. Seems pretty nice. Up to a 94 overall. For SWAT ball, I kind of think we need to do it on this free safety. Only 89 speed, and he ran 4.38. Something doesn't check out. Also, he's wearing number 45. That's disgusting. Oh, look at that play. Oh my goodness, Jamar Preston. Show up, show out. I mean, this is an automatic goal. This is the second difficulty, though, so it really isn't too difficult. They don't shoot him all that quickly in comparison to how fast it does get. But, it's nice to be able to perform well. He actually hasn't dropped one here. He dropped a couple in the first round, but none here. Automatic gold. I just wonder, should we try the next difficulty? I think we might as well if I think I can get silver, which based off how this is going, it's incredible. But it's a lot harder on the next difficulty, and especially all Madden after that. Well, I clicked into it, so we're doing it. Got to stay getting picks and making plays. He's got good range. Got to make this play. That's a big pick. This is going to be big points as well. I mean, this is giving me confidence to go play it on all Madden, and I think that's bad. Dude, look at the range of Preston, though. He actually almost got to that. We're not going to make that play. This should be an automatic pick, though. This should be a pick. See, that's really bad animation. That's why I strafe. I think one more is gold. Oh, we got it. Dude, love that animation, stepping in front. I mean, this is giving me the confidence to go do it on all Madden. I think that's a bad thing. It's not a good thing. Because 5 points would be big, and we might walk away with a whole lot less than that. It's 1,000 points, though. I don't know. Can I get gold? I'm feeling good right now. I'm feeling good. I'm going to go for it. And it's a whole lot more difficult, but just got to make a couple of plays. It's a really good start. It's a start we needed. It's going to continue. It's going to continue even more. I like this. I like this start a lot. There's bronze already. He won't drop it. Oh, this was the right move. Sometimes you got to trust yourself. Dude, Preston's moving. This guy is huge, by the way. Being 6'4" absolutely helps significantly. Dude, he's not getting to anything. He's a beast. 6'4", I mean, 89 speed feels like it's like 95. I'm going to have my best score on this. On all Madden. Don't really know how it's so much better. I feel like I didn't miss any on the other difficulties either. He might not get to this. No, he's going to. He's 6'4". What am I talking about? Didn't get to that, though. 13-20. What a performance, though. From Jamar Preston. 7 points. Is it Preston? Is it even Jamar? I'm not sure. It is Jamar Preston. And we got, catching and acceleration. I mean, 90 acceleration, I guess. Catching's cool. Do 89 acceleration. 75 catching. OCU Manura only 78 tackling. I'm putting him back in a trench fight. And I'm not getting eliminated on round 1, hopefully. But I remember this one being a real pain. I talked to you guys about that earlier. Spin or rip with L1, R1 to shove press X. All right, that'll work, I guess. That'll work. Oh, there we go. Is that gold? That looks bronze-ish. I think it's bronze. Yeah, 1 point. We're going to try and keep going here. That's a lot better. Guess we just got to time it maybe a little bit better. Got that. In through. That's silver. Do I take silver here? I'm going to keep points and quit. All pro we know is a big jump. I want some points. Strength to a 75. Acceleration to a 90. Makes sense to me. And you know, I didn't show you guys clutch kicking or coffin corner earlier. I'll go ahead and try it this time. Whatever it takes to not go 0-16. Whatever it takes. Oh, I remember this one. Yeah. This one was interesting. Get points for drilling it in the red. Fewer points for the orange. And then even fewer points for the yellow. There does end up being insane wind. But I should be able to do fairly well here, I would say. Kicking was never my strong suit. I know that seems like, how do you not know how to kick correctly? Well, it's the pushing up on the right stick. Sometimes I don't always go straight back up, which can make it a little bit difficult at times. And sometimes I'll miss, even when I lined it up perfectly. But we're doing okay. Should be getting gold here. Just need to drill the last kick. Did we get it off? Does it count? It does count. That's gold. But we need to do that again. Also, where are these mountains? There are no mountains in Detroit. At least not to my knowledge. I can't think of any mountains in Detroit. I feel like it's pretty flat. You know, Canada just on the other side. It feels like it's a pretty flat. I don't know where you have snowy peaks. I know Detroit's cold. That doesn't mean there are mountains. Maybe I'm crazy here. Maybe there are these random mountains I just don't know about. Like Austin, Texas has some-ish mountains, but like you wouldn't expect that, I guess. But they're not significant the way these look. So I don't know. And also, I would be the aficionado on it because I'm basically a GeoGuessr pro. If you've seen the videos on the third channel, I am doing an Assassin's Creed playthrough on the third channel right now. A little bit different, right, than the GeoGuessr stuff, but I usually do a lot of GeoGuessr. So I would say check that out on the third channel there. Definitely a lot of fun. And you guys are going to be like, a lot of you guys, many of you have seen it on the Twitch streams, also linked down in the description. But you'll be like, how is he doing this? And it's just a lot of practice and learned knowledge. We might have one more kick after this. Maybe. It's going to be tough. Didn't get it off. That's silver. I think I can make a good push to get gold here on all Madden. Kicks are a bit deeper. Don't really have a ton of time to line it up. That's a lot of wind. That's a really bad start. I did not realize the amount of wind. This wind's going to blow the ball a lot. That's why it gets super difficult. You really can't pause. You just got to line it up as best as you can and then kick nearly immediately. But we should be doing okay. Now that we know this wind situation, let the wind do most of the work. I am not going to do well on this one, though. Maybe we'll get silver. Hopefully. This is for silver. That should do it. Wow, bronze. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? 4 attributes, though. We'll take that. I think I got 5 the round before. That's frustrating. Honestly, though, I should just take the gold. If I get gold on the All-Pro round, I should absolutely take it because best case scenario, I get 7 points. But if I get silver even on the last round where it's harder, that's 5 points that I would have already secured the round before. Yeah, that's not significant enough of a difference, I would say. So unless I'm like positive, doesn't really make sense. All right, here's Coffin Corner. Get 6 attempts. That's no good. You don't want to go in the end zone, obviously, because that's a touchback. This quarterback drill doesn't matter. And we'll do, once again, Kevin Jones, because we need Kevin Jones to be sick. Here we go, Kevin. Goes way faster horizontally than he does vertically, which is not how you want to run, but it's very odd. I talked about this at the beginning of the video. He just slows down for, I mean, seemingly no reason. Like, I just don't get the deceleration when I'm pushing up as opposed to sideways. Like, you can see where he's running full speed when I go to the side, but he just doesn't straight up. Doesn't make any sense to me. And it could be what gets me to qualify or not. Also, and you fumble, of course. Where's my fullback, dude? Do something. Oh, my God. I need to get bronze here. I'm not going to even get bronze. Oh, touchdown bonus there's massive. My fullback actually needs to take on a block. That's actually a huge juke. We might still be alive. Okay, that's a huge touchdown. Might not be a bad idea if I just take silver here if I can get it. Just because it is super difficult when he's actually refusing to sprint. Nah, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for it. 3 defenders. I mean, it's the same spot, right? Maybe? Dude, I mean, him just refusing to sprint is a killer. Because part of being a good running back is being fast. Not the only thing, obviously. But it is super important. Come on, Kevin. It's a big touchdown. If I can secure silver here, I'm probably going to take it. But I just have to race these guys to the sidelines because when they go straight, he just doesn't run. Reverse field. Dude, Kevin, please. The clock's still going. We got out. Just didn't hand off the ball in time. That's a big touchdown, though. We could get silver. Silver's doable. Not going to get silver. I'm going to go for it on all Madden. I can do better than bronze. 4 defenders. Just got to scheme it. Where do I get this confidence from? I mean, we literally just saw how it went with 3, and now there are 4. I guess we didn't know there were going to be 4, but like, I honestly probably should have taken the bronze. Yeah, just don't fumble. We managed to sneak in a bronze. We'll take it on all Madden. That's 4 points. Is that better than what we did round 2? Maybe. All right, break tackle to a 90, agility to a 90, carrying 86. I like that. And I think we got to go back to Calvin Johnson. Has to be done. All right, absolutely crushed gold on this one. But it's only round 1. So we got a lot of rounds to go. I might be able to go all the way. Maybe. Calvin is just so fast that it makes me believe. And I'm, of course, Jesus. getting the hang of this game. Oh, that's a great start. It doesn't matter because I'm going to end up placing anyway. So a few little screw-ups that don't make any sense to me. Well, that's just it. It doesn't make any sense. We're gonna bounce back and easily medal. All we have to do is get a medal, a trophy. Just one. And we'll get to the next round. Now, is that even gonna happen? Calvin, dude. He's just starting to suck again. He's just starting to suck. We ended up getting silver, despite being screwed over a lot. So, again, I have high confidence going to the next one. It's all about not getting to the spot too early. That's what it's all about. Because then we can just time it, just sneak right in front of it. And then it's easy. I mean, look how much time I have. And I've already reached gold, and by a lot, by the way. So, yeah, we're good to go. I'm feeling all Madden for sure. I think we can do all Madden. Calvin's a beast. He's figured it out. All right, all Madden for 7 points. No screw-ups. Just do what we can do. That's a bad start. They really fire off the ball, huh? And we're at silver already? Oh, don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Look at the range from Calvin. We're guaranteed. 9 extra reps, doesn't matter. We could drop every single one of them. Does not matter. Maybe I will, for fun. And there it is, baby. 1425. Could have been 1500 plus. But gold is gold. We got it by a lot. And we got 7 extra points for Calvin Johnson, Megatron. Big. Now, it's not anything super important. Catching, right? Catching's important. And then jumping and acceleration. But we're going to go 98 catching. Feels like a good move. And we'll simulate to preseason. Okay, we really should be pretty good this season. Our rookie quarterback's only an 84, but it's a big upgrade over where we were last season. Kevin Jones at a 91. We got our fullback Sean Bryson. Dan Campbell's in there too. But Roy Williams, Calvin Johnson, 293 overall receivers. Daniel Graham, 87 overall tight end. Bryant McKinney, 93 overall left tackle. Pillar is an 86. Rayola is an 84. Chris Sneeze, a 90. Jeff Backus is an 88. Julius Peppers is a 99. Osu Manure is a 92. Sean Rogers and Corey Redding, both in the 90s. Patrick Willis, 94. 93 for Al Wilson. 92 for Ernie Sims. Quentin Jammer's an 89. Cedric Griffin's an 87. And James Wolford is an 84. And that's pretty good for a rookie. Jamar Preston's already up to an 88 as a rookie. And Kanoy Kennedy is an 82. That's our lowest starter. Other than that, looks really, really good. Ooh, there's preseason progression. Chris Jordan's up to an 86. That's good. Now, I'm not really seeing anybody else moving at all. Maybe the rookies. Corey Redding was a 91 in the depth chart, at least. Patrick Willis, -1. Why is Patrick Willis -1? I don't know. Ernie Sims, -1. What are we doing? Why minus? -1 for AJ Davis. -1 for Kanoy Kennedy. +1 for Daniel Bullocks, though. I will say, though, the most important thing was that our rookie quarterback went up. So I'm feeling pretty good about this season. Now, I know an 86 overall QB isn't anything special in this game. Like Mark Bulger, no disrespect. Mark Bulger's a 95. He was a good quarterback, right? It's kind of what I can say about Mark Bulger. Wasn't a 95 overall as we know it today. So we're going to go ahead and sim the season, man. This is it. Can we stop the 2008 Lions from going 0-16? That is the goal. And the answer is a resounding yes. We crushed the Packers in week 1, 30-3. There's your answer. We stopped the Lions from going 0-16. Murdered the Packers. And I'm ready to keep going. Well, we're far from undefeated, and the Packers got their revenge, beating us 44-17 in week 7. But we are better than 500 at 4-3, doing incredibly well based on where the actual real-life Lions were at this point. And it was actually really easy. All we had to do is sign players the Lions wouldn't be able to sign, trade for players the Lions wouldn't be able to trade for, and draft players they couldn't actually draft. Seems pretty simple. Oh, and Ernie Sims is a beast somehow. That also helps. We were 7-4 and then dropped to 7-6. 8-6 now, still doing well. I'm not sure we're going to be a playoff team. I think we'd probably have to win out and go 10-6 in order to make that happen. And we're 8-7. Now, the Giants won the Super Bowl going 9-7 this season, but not sure that's going to happen here. Playing the 2-13 Vikings, man, this better be a win. And it was. 25-10. We finished 9-7. A lot better than 0-16, I would say. There's a new record for rushing yards. Reggie Bush, 2,606. 2,606 rushing yards for Reggie Bush in a season. Reggie Bush might not have double that in his entire career. Let's see. Reggie Bush played from 06 to 2016. Has 5,490 career rushing yards in 134 games. Not 16 games, by the way, like it was in 2008. 134 games. So if you double Reggie Bush's win total, or excuse me, his rushing yard total from this 2008 season, it is just under his career total. Insanity on the Madden 08 streets. Interesting rookie season for Chris Jordan. 24 touchdowns to 20 picks, over 3,000 yards passing, which we know is pretty good. Kevin Jones took a step up this year as well. Love to see that. Probably a big reason why we were successful. In terms of catches, really just a dump the ball off offense. Calvin Johnson had 62 catches for 600 yards, 4 touchdowns. Roy Williams, 61 catches for 895 yards, 7 touchdowns. 10 sacks for Patrick Willis, by the way. That's pretty awesome, I would say. That actually led our team in sacks. He also had 2 picks. Man, Patrick Willis. That is a crazy year, all things considered. 5 tackles for Ernie, or 5 sacks for Ernie Sims. That's like his career total of sacks. I don't really know how simulation is deciding any of these things. But, I mean, very odd. Washington allowed 11.7 points per game. That's a crazy amount. Ooh, progression. Chris Jordan is up to a 90. Like to see that. I wish I could... Can I sort them all? I can, I guess. So some of these overalls have changed without showing us any, like, change, if you know what I'm saying. Like, Sean Rogers is 97. Doesn't look like anything's changed. And it doesn't say anything's changed on the plus or minus, but he's a higher overall. Patrick Willis is 95. Kicker, whatever. Al Wilson's up to a 95. Roy Williams and Calvin Johnson staying put. Quentin Jammer up to a 90. Chris Jordan up to a 90 is huge, though. Our fullback made the Pro Bowl. Jamar Preston's still an 88. Wolford's up to an 86, but again, nothing is showing any difference because he was an 84, I think. Unfortunately, we did not make the playoffs, which at 9 wins is not entirely shocking, but we certainly outperformed expectations. I think I'll do one more year. Wow, Washington against the Jets. Interesting. That's a Super Bowl right there. But the Jets were in the AFC Championship right around this time. Back-to-back years even, so it's not that far-fetched. Donnie Edwards retires. It's kind of the most significant one, but very old at this point. Very old. Derek Brooks, Rodney Harrison. I mean, some really good players, of course, but Ty Law, Terry Glenn. I don't know. I kind of bunch them together. So some big expiring contracts here. Al Wilson, I would say, is the largest one because he's starting to play really, really well. And he's going to be super important to bring back. Kevin Jones' contract's over. Kevin Jones is an interesting one, man. He's getting better. He's still not super old or anything. 27. I probably do want to sign him. Also, worst case scenario, Kevin Jones could end up being a backup if we go out and sign an awesome running back. I think I'm going to bring back Zach Pillar. He's worked out nicely for us, especially in that big 69. Good jersey. And we don't really need a lot of these guys. I'd prefer to keep some depth at certain positions. Paris Lennon, I mean, that's like a little bit too much for him probably. I'm going to say no to that. Sean Bryson, Pro Bowl fullback. We'll bring him back. Why not? And then kicker and punter. They've been good for us. I mean, I guess, you know what? Fan favorites. We'll bring back Jason Hanson and Nick Harris. We probably are going to have less than 20 mil now. 21 mil flat. I need more depth at receiver. Don't really need another tackle. All right, free agents. Kevin Williams is here. Shane Leckler, we don't need. Jeff Saturday. We don't really need any of these centers. James Ferrier could be really interesting. He's 34, but he's good still. Ray Lewis. If we want a murderer, usually I make a joke. That one's just kind of to the point. He killed people, but he actually allegedly. That's important to note. Allegedly. Oh, no. Gonna stay away from that. Man, the safeties are not good. That's a position we need the most, and the safeties are bad. Nnamdi Asamoah's here. Yes. Yes, Nnamdi Asamoah. Please join the Detroit Lions. Also, signing Ray Lewis could be really good for us. Kevin Williams, of course, is a monster, but we just don't need him. Jeff Saturday is a huge upgrade over Dominic Raiola. I'm at least going to offer him. This is the final year. I might as well go all out. Ooh, the edge. Deshaun Foster. Dude, look at these running backs. Amon Green, Najee Davenport, Maurice Morris. I mean, Dominic Rhodes. These are all memorable guys to me. Like Dominic Rhodes with the Colts, of course. Maurice Morris, I mainly remember with the Seahawks. Like, these are running backs who seem like randoms. The other Adrian Peterson, RIP. I think he's actually passed away. Corey Dillon, Bengals legend. Dude, Brandon Marshall at this point is so young that he doesn't even have his face in the game. Give me 30-year-old Terrell Owens. For what reason? I have no idea. And Brandon Marshall, why not? Big Ben's here. Oh, dude, look at Big Ben. Does that even look like Big Ben? I mean, it is, right? But he looks so weird. I mean, I know he's so young at this point. Only a few years into his NFL career. Same thing with Eli, of course. But Eli, I mean, he looks like Eli. Big Ben just looks like somebody else, basically. Dude, J.P. Losman. David Carr, Giants legend, David Carr. Charlie Batch. Simulated day. Things are looking good on Nnamdi. Looking good on T.O. And Brandon Marshall. We need depth at the receiver. Jeff Saturday, kind of neck and neck right now. Probably could increase the bonus to increase a little bit of interest. We do have plenty of cap room. We're neck and neck with the Dolphins for Ray Lewis. Would really like to bring him in. It shows you, just like the Browns, I'm committed to winning and I don't care about the quality of character. Although we actually don't really even need Ray Lewis. I'm going to go ahead and take this offer away. And I'm going to offer Mike Peterson. I'm looking for a backup Mike. There's Mike Peterson. Kirk Morrison has all these things next to his name. I mean, I'll offer Kirk Morrison. He's got, what is that, a Mike and a star? I mean, I do remember, it's a player role. I think maybe it increases jersey sales or something. We got Jeff Saturday. We got T.O. We got Brandon Marshall. Nnamdi hasn't decided yet. Dude, the Saints. No, not the Saints, dude. Or we bypass the Saints. Now, I know in real life, Nnamdi Asamoah ends up being terrible after the Raiders. This isn't real life. That doesn't happen here. Nnamdi Asamoah joins the Lions and is sick. That's what happens next. Please. Yes, we got Nnamdi. Don't have Mike Peterson yet. I'm just going to leave my offer the same. I do need another running back. And I need depth at linebacker, guard, and tackle. So getting Mike Peterson actually could be somewhat important. Although, hold on. I don't even need Mike Peterson because I'm offering on Kirk Morrison. If we get Kirk Morrison, I'm fine. Kirk Morrison now thinking about San Diego, thinking about the Chargers. Kirk Morrison to Detroit. Let's go. Mike Peterson goes to the Ravens. That's good, though. We just need a guard and a tackle. The cheapest one available. Okay, NFL draft. Here we are. I mean, it's pretty much irrelevant at this point. We have the team. We're developing the guys a little bit more. But this pick is going to be where? Like 15 to 22 range? 19. So I should just take a shot at a safety, right? That's got to be the way. Could use more depth at running back too, but if I can get a safety that's actually good, that's what I'll get. So Chris Jennings, amazing IQ test. I like amazing. Tom Carpenter, average IQ test. Well, I know what I'm taking. I'm taking Chris Jennings. Chris Jennings makes sense to me. The fact that triangle is the back button, I hate, by the way. I don't know if I've mentioned that before, but I hate it a lot. Now, the only thing about Chris Jennings is he's 24 years old. Super old. Hopefully, super good. Crowd's cheering. We've done a good job. Now it wants me to draft this fullback that ran 4.41. I'm going to do it. I do need another running back, though, right? So we're going to take Benjamin Slater here. They're going to boo. Oh, they cheered. Are we acing the draft right now? They want us to take Tanner, a linebacker. Or no, they don't. Are we done with picks? Why are we stopping on the Texans here? They keep cheering all my picks, man. It's a big confidence boost. I'm not going to lie to you. We're going to go ahead and take, a kicker. Let's go ahead and take Brian. Now, you know what? Jason Hansen will retire eventually. I'm going to take the one with 10 bench press reps, though. I feel like that's significantly better. Maybe it means he's strong. He's real dumb kicker, huh? Well, you don't have to know much. Just know kickball through post. Let's take him. Oh, they didn't like that. They did not like that. The fans are jeering. Do I have money to even sign my draft picks? I do not. I need to trade Dominic Raiola or cut him. All right, Dominic Raiola, final year of his deal. We have Jeff Saturday now. I don't think he's going to have any interest. I looked around. It's F value from everybody, so I'm just going to cut him. And you know what? Kanoy Kennedy, gone as well. Don't need him. We have Daniel Bullocks, who's a higher overall strong safety, and we drafted a strong safety. The only thing I really need is to sign my running back for sure, and probably go into free agency and grab another center. All right, so we actually have the cap room to sign our rookies now. There's a 20... dude, we drafted an old class. Now, the thing is, it probably won't matter because, well, one, we're in here for 1 year, and then two, it's back before they knew that 20-year-olds could be in the draft. Whoa, a 20-year-old draft pick. What? Yep, sure happens. Believe it or not, even teenagers get drafted sometimes. We talked about Amobi Okoye earlier. Tremaine Edmonds is another one that comes to mind. It doesn't happen often, by the way. I don't want to put out some misconception that there are a lot of 19-year-olds getting drafted. There's never been an 18-year-old drafted, never will be, unless you've got some super genius kid that's 14 years old and like it's a Disney show, graduates high school earlier, heads to college, but he's also a freak athlete, so he's good enough to play on the football team, and he's so good, in fact, that he's going to get drafted. It's like, I don't know how you could get drafted at 18. It's just not possible. Deuce McAllister's here. You know, I'm going to offer him a contract. It's a good backup running back to have. Now, some other team's going to come in and be like, hey, we want you, Deuce McAllister. And he's going to be like, all right, cool. And he'll probably go play for them instead. We know that going in. And that's okay. Don't need Dominic Raiola back. As long as they get a backup center, I'm fine. We drafted a running back. They cheered it. The fans cheered. He must be pretty good. Okay, Deuce is going to go back to New Orleans. Can I increase your offer? Maybe sway your opinion? I can. Welcome to Detroit. Deuce. We also got a center as well. Killed it. Killed this second free agent period. All right, let's see our rookie overalls. Oh, that's the Packers with Seneca Wallace as their QB. Okay, and Chris Sims. Hook 'em horns. Lions, running back. Brian Calhoun is a 75. Or did we draft Slater? We drafted Slater to 74. McAllister is an 87, though, so we're good. Dave Bronson's a 79 overall fullback. Receiving core looking nice. Patrick Willis got that blue star. That looks good. I don't see that too often. He's a 97. So, love to see that. Kirk Morrison's great depth. Ernie Sims is a beast. Corner, Nnamdi is a great pickup. We got Cedric Griffin, Quentin Jammer. CB4 is actually going to be... CB3 is actually going to be James Wolford. We'll move Cedric Griffin down. That's a really good group of 4 corners. Like that a lot. I'm interested to see what our strong safety draft pick is going to be. But look at those corners, man. It's a really good group and fast, too. Like that. Free safety, Jamar Preston's up to an 89. And Chris Jennings is an 80. A little bit disappointing. A little bit disappointing. If he was like an 84, I would have been really happy about it. He is not. Also, Zone coverage, they're going to show that anywhere? I guess not. And next up is training camp. I think I'm going to end up doing these tomorrow. I've been recording for a really, really long time, so I'm going to go ahead and back out, do this tomorrow. Hopefully still have the momentum flowing and going. And we'll go ahead and end this video on a bang. Hopefully win the Super Bowl in 2009. That would be great. Okay, so jumping back in, first trade I'm going to make is for a 91 overall left guard, just because it's an upgrade. We're trading a backup right outside linebacker, but we're going to go ahead and make that trade happen. It is an upgrade, and at this point, I am just trying to upgrade. So we had our guy at left guard. He was all right in Pillar here, but he just isn't as good as Kendall. So I will try and trade him if I can. And you know what? If I can somehow manage to get Champ Bailey, I mean, when's the last time I've been on this game? When's the next time I'm going to be on this game? It's few and far between. We can't really even afford Champ Bailey. I don't know what I would have to trade in order to get him. Nnamdi Asomugha has C value. Oh, my goodness. So it's just not worth it. I just wanted to see, though. You know, one of my favorites of all time. What we do need, though, is an upgrade at strong safety. So I'm going to look to the Cardinals for Adrian Wilson. He's going to be impossible to trade for. He's a 98. I'd love to get rid of our guys and go for Adrian Wilson, but I just don't think that's going to be possible in any way. It's not that far, though, with a first rounder is the thing. Okay, so as much as this pains me, I have a plan. I'm going to trade Corey Redding, a first and a second round pick to get Adrian Wilson. It's just such a massive upgrade to strong safety. I love Adrian Wilson, and I have a plan. I wouldn't have done that without a plan. And if you go to the trade block and you go to the Jacksonville Jaguars, Big John Henderson is still on the trade block. They want a quarterback, a tackle, or a middle linebacker. Now, I don't really want to give them either. Like, Drew Stanton's going to have no value, right? But what I can do, this is technically an upgrade over Corey Redding as well. What I can do, Kirk Morrison, really, that doesn't even move the needle at all. What I can do is go to my own trade block, see if I can pool all my backups together that I won't need at this point, which is going to be Zach Pillar, George Foster, Daniel Bullocks. I need a first-round pick back, and I'm not going to get one. Okay, a second-round pick could be doable. So I'm actually getting a lot of second-round pick offers, including from the Jaguars. That's interesting. We're going to do it. We'll make this trade with the Jaguars. Apparently we can. Okay, cool. The Giants would exceed maximum players on the roster. Dude, then why even offer the pick? Because if I take like Foster out or Bullocks out, the trade's not going to work anymore, surely. Yeah, it's not. Oh, actually, it'll work with the Bills, though. Can I get a backup tackle back? I can. Let's make it happen. I think I might have to trade one of my corners in order to get it done. Because just a second-round pick is not going to be enough. All right, plenty of round one offers here. But the question is, will I even be able to turn that into John Henderson? I don't know. I don't think so. No. Like, it's funny because he's on the trade block, but they don't really seem willing to lower their asking price. I'm going to get this first-round pick, but I'm kind of butchering my roster a bit here. There's a 79 overall undrafted rookie, Antrell Campbell. Let's bring him in. If I trade Deuce McAllister, I can get John Henderson. Fact. 100%. The question is, do I want to trade him? Is what it comes down to. And the Jags have already put Cedric Griffin on the trade block. Come on, man. He just got there. If I trade Terrell Owens, I can get Cedric Griffin back and John Henderson. Plus, I don't know. If I could get a good backup running, like Justin Fargas. I could get Justin Fargas, so I could bring back Cedric Griffin, get 4 good corners. Am trading T.O. to get it done. Deuce McAllister, round 1 pick. Is this worth it to me? I'm basically choosing 4 good corners over 4 good receivers, which might be the right move in Madden 08. I'm going to do it. Goodbye, T.O. Getting John Henderson is just really big. 6'7", 310. He is 30, but that doesn't matter. He's a 96 overall. He is a monster. Also, Chris Jordan is up to a 95 overall. I did training camp. Got a lot of these guys boosted a little bit. So the overalls on a few of these guys are a little bit different, but most of them are the exact same. But bringing in Adrian Wilson, I mean, that's just going to take our team to the next level too. Brandon Marshall's still a fine third receiver. Our team looks very, very good overall, I would say. It's just, you know, are we actually going to make the playoffs this year? I think we could. We have a lot of good depth too. It's a really good group of players, so I'm pretty stoked. Great safeties, great corners. The only thing I would really want to upgrade is Kevin Jones, to be honest. Just getting a stud RB1. But even Kevin Jones and James Wolford, the 87 overall corner we took just last year, won't get us a 95 overall running back. So I will pass on that then. And we'll advance to the regular season. And we'll simulate the regular season. I think we have a really good chance to win 11, 12 games maybe. Remember, it's a 16-game season at this time. Isn't it funny that there's a really small percentage of people right now, and it's only going to grow as people get older? But there's a percentage of people right now that don't even know that the NFL was ever a 16-game season. That sounds crazy because we've only had one season of 17 games. But if you're in that like weird age range where you're like, you know, getting into football, like 7, 8, 9 years old, maybe 10. I don't know when you start to get a grasp of things. But like you might not even know that it was ever a 16-game season. You don't know 10-6. You don't know the Jeff Fisher experience going 8-8. You don't know about that. And I can see in the middle of our screen, by the way, Lions are 4-0. Pretty good start. All right, I misread that for a second. I thought Calvin Johnson had a new record, but it's actually Chad Johnson. Ocho Cinco goes for over 2,000 yards. And let's go ahead and see where our team is. So we did lose to the Bears after our, pretty decent start. We went 13-3, even better than I expected us to do. Lost to the Bears in division, lost to the Rams, and lost to the Bears again in division. Now, did the Bears even make the playoffs? We grabbed the first round bye. Bears went 7-9, did not make the playoffs. Chris Jordan threw for 3,689 yards, 28 touchdowns to 15 picks. I would say it's a very solid year given the time. Kevin Jones, over 1,800 yards, 14 touchdowns at 4.6 yards per carry. Also quite good. And, you know, Sean Bryson got 131 attempts. A lot of fullback runs, a little bit weird. Calvin Johnson, 85 catches for 1,121 yards and 11 touchdowns. Went to the Pro Bowl. Roy Williams also existed, I suppose. Blocking, Jeff Saturday allowed 14 sacks from the center spot. Makes no sense. Al Wilson, over 100 tackles. Same for Patrick Willis, who had 10 sacks again. 11 sacks for OC led the way. 9 for Julius Peppers. Ernie Sims had 6. John Henderson with 4. Interesting. I don't really know how to feel about any attribute or any stat, I should say, in this game. 4 picks for Nnamdi Asomugha, 3 for Jamar Preston and Adrian Wilson, who also made the Pro Bowl. Nnamdi made the Pro Bowl. Okay, Patrick Willis, Pro Bowler. Chris Snee, Pro Bowler. Jeff Backus was a Pro Bowl right tackle. So this is the AFC. Eli Manning is on the Ravens now. Interesting. Now, I don't really care so much about the AFC. It is kind of cool to see some of these older players. I mean, Javon Walker was a beast. Let's go to the NFC and see how many Lions we can count. Clinton Portis, Sean Alexander. So fullback Sean Bryson. We know we're going to see Calvin here in a minute at receiver. He snuck in there, so there's Calvin at receiver. Daniel Graham at tight end makes it. Jeff Backus makes it at right tackle. And we know Chris Snee as well. Yes, Chris Snee. And Jeff Saturday just allowed 14 sacks, so he was not going to make it over Jeff Fain or Casey Rabach. And then defensively, a lot of Saints in here already. A couple Rams as well. And we know we're going to see Osi Umenyiora, right? Patrick Willis. Maybe Osi didn't make it. Pisa Tinoe Samoa. Jesus, that's a huge throwback. Nnamdi Asomugha. Adrian Wilson. Al Wilson's a middle linebacker. Now in the divisional, we have Washington on the schedule. Let's just simulate it. See what happens. Let's simulate the week. About to see our score. Oh my goodness, we got crushed. 37-7. Wow. Looks like we're headed on the Trail of Tears. That's brutal. And the battle of the Drew Brees teams, Saints, Chargers, Super Bowl, only 3 combined losses all season for these teams. And the Saints would crucify the Chargers 41-16. Wow. A lot of blowouts in this playoffs. However, that's going to do it for the video, man. Really fun to jump back on Madden 08. Really good game overall for the time. And as you can see, we got a pretty good team. Patrick Willis up to a 98 overall as well. I mean, Calvin's developed really nicely at a big season. Chris Jordan obviously ended up being a good pick. He's a 96 overall after just 1 year pro. Really, really good team. And winning 13 regular season games is a far cry from the 0 that the Lions would win in real life just the year prior. But that'll do it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.